Hi, I am Tapan Chakraborty. Welcome to my channel Fly with Tapan. In an aircraft, large amount of force is required to carry out some technical activities like operating landing gear or operating the control surfaces when aircraft flying at a very high speed. This requirement is met by the hydraulic pressure created by the hydraulic system of aircraft. Today we will look into the hydraulic system of aircraft. In hydraulic system, first comes the reservoir filled with hydraulic fluid. A pump is connected with the reservoir in the outlet. The pump is connected with the engine gearbox of the aircraft. It also can be run by electrically or pneumatically. The pump takes the hydraulic fluid from the reservoir. This suction may cause the bubble formation in the fluid called cavitation. If cavitation occurs, it reduces the efficiency of hydraulic system. To prevent the cavitation, the reservoir is pressurized. It is done by bleeding out some pressurized air from the engine. It also can be done by piston operating by pneumatic pressure. To prevent any foreign material from entering, a filter is fitted before the pump. This is how the construction of the filter. Another filter is fitted just after the pump. This is to prevent foreign material from entering the system if created due to the wear and tear of the pump. Foreign particles may close the small orifice in the system and make the system inoperative. Next comes the direction control valve. The direction of the fluid flow is controlled by this valve. Lastly comes the hydraulic actuator. This is the output device of hydraulic system. Here hydraulic pressure is converted into linear or rotary movement. Hydraulic actuator can be of different types and size depending upon where it is used and how much force is required there. Here are some common type of actuators. This is a double acting actuator. The pressurized fluid enters through the pressure line. Hydraulic pressure will force the piston to move in this direction. Fluid displaced by the piston will be sent back to reservoir through the return line. When piston moves to an extreme position, the direction control valve will change over. Now the return line becomes the pressure line and the pressure line becomes the return line. After changeover, the piston will move in the opposite direction. Why it is called an unbalanced actuator? Why it is so? As the effective area to apply the pressure is not the same in both the sides of the piston. Due to the presence of the jack in one side, the area cannot be utilized for applying pressure. As we know, the force equal to pressure into area. The left side has more area to apply pressure than that of the right side. So the piston will move in this direction with greater force than that of other side. Where it can be used in aircraft? It can be used where in two forces of different magnitude require. For example, operating of landing gear. In landing gear, during retraction, the work is done against the gravitational force. Whereas for lowering the landing gear, gravitational force is in favor. So the more powerful stroke of the actuator can be utilized to retract the landing gear and other stroke for lowering. Imagine a situation where hydraulic pump has failed in an aircraft. If it is a single source of hydraulic power, then it is a real state of emergency. Pilot cannot lower the landing gear or operate the control surfaces to align his aircraft with the runway. Here comes the accumulator of the hydraulic system. It is a storage of pressurized hydraulic fluid. It's having a two-chamber separated by a flexible diaphragm or a movable piston. Initially, when there is no pressure in the system, the nitrogen is charged in the accumulator. After that, hydraulic system pressure is applied. It will force the piston to move up by compressing the nitrogen. It will settle down when pressure gauge of the accumulator will show the system pressure. A non-returning valve or the NRV is fitted here. The purpose of the NRV is to prevent the flow of hydraulic fluid from accumulator to reservoir through the pump. The purpose of the accumulator is to maintain the constant pressure of the hydraulic system and provide emergency service in the event of pump failure. If pump fails, as the accumulator contains a large quantity of pressurized hydraulic fluid, it can operate the minimum emergency services to make a safe landing. It takes a lot of time and effort to make this type of video. Your subscription to my channel will encourage me to do many more. Thanks for watching this video.